Welcome back everyone. Today you join me in the Cairngorms National Park and I'm here to hike the most easterly Munro in Scotland in some pretty cold winter conditions. Come along for the adventure. The mountain we're heading up today is Mount Keene. It's 939 metres tall and it sits alone in the far east of Scotland. There's not too many big mountains around it. I think the next closest Munro would be Loch na Gar, off out to the west. So I'm interested to see what the views are like from the top. I think it'll mostly be moorland, but we should be able to see pretty far and it's a clear day, so I'm excited to get to the top. With the winter sun shining and the bitterly cold temperatures, the track was covered in a thin layer of ice. We followed on through a small forest, sheltered by the trees. Eventually the views opened up into Glen Esk, and with a well-made track to follow, we were able to look around and take in the scenery as we edged closer to Scotland's most easterly mountain. It is so windy right now. Just been walking along getting battered by the wind through Glen Esk. It's a really nice glen, but it's so cold on your face. The wind chill's probably like, I don't even know, it's definitely in the -5, -6. But hopefully once we make our way out this glen and head up to the Munro, we'll get a bit of shelter from that wind, because it's pretty relentless and it's getting quite tiring walking against the wind. Oh my days. Just coming up to the Queen's Well Monument here, which is about 4 or 5 kilometres into the journey. It's quite nice. It's a really nice glen, just very windy. I don't have a clue what that monument's for. I'm sure someone in the comments will know more than I do. But this is a really nice walk so far. It's really easy terrain, it's pretty flat. I think most of the elevation's towards the end. I think it's only about 600 metres of elevation anyway for the entire journey, so pretty easy going so far. You can just see all the way down this glen to our left. That's really nice. You can see a waterfall coming off the cliffs in the distance, but the path we're following, you can probably make it out. It looks pretty good. Just heading up, and I think the Munro is probably hidden behind these hills in front of us. We passed over a few ice-cold rivers and headed uphill, climbing out of the glen and leaving stunning views behind us. I don't know if you can make out in the camera, but it's actually snowing now and the wind's died right down, which is nice because we're sheltered by the mountain to our side. But we're starting to gain elevation pretty quickly, so don't think it'll be too long till we reach the top. Hopefully it's clear up there. It's looking good right now. Excited to get up higher, we pushed on, gaining elevation with every step. The summit has come into view. That's it, just up there. You can see the path winding its way up. Doesn't look too far from now. Probably about 300 metres of ascent. It's so windy again. But I think this is a pretty good Munro for beginners. It's a pretty good path the entire way. It feels remote, but it's not too remote. And I think it's quite a popular hill. It's actually just us two up here today, but I'd imagine at the weekend it'd be fairly busy, so yeah, I recommend it. We'd passed by cairns at the side of the path to help keep us on track. The final push was a gradual incline up to the summit plateau, and even though the temperatures were well into the negatives, the snow was confined to only the gravel track. The summit is just up there, and I don't know if you can make out, there's a couple of ptarmigans with their white coat on. Pretty cool. Yes, we have reached the summit of Mount Keene, 939 metres tall. The visibility is really good up here, we can see really far. It's still so windy and it's so cold, so I'm going to get a hat on. Oh, that's so much better. It's absolutely freezing up here. So, off in this direction we've got Loch na Gar, which looks absolutely incredible. You can see the rocky cliffs. That was in the clouds when we done it, so it's nice to see it flag free. You've also got off to your right the Cairngorms. There's quite a lot of clouds covering them, but they still look absolutely amazing. The huge corries. Some pretty amazing views. Off in this direction there aren't too many big hills, but you can maybe just make out the sea in the far distance. So there's a nice summit shelter here, so get some shelter from the wind. I think we're just going to get some food and enjoy these views for 10 to 15 minutes, then make our way down. It's so cold in the wind. The difference in wind between down here and literally just up there is incredible. Really grateful for these rocks at the summit. Means you can just sit and it's nowhere near as cold. And enjoy the views. Right, we've spent some time enjoying these views, but it is so cold up here. The wind chill is just mental. So I'm gonna get some gloves on before my hands fall off, and then start making our way back down the mountain. Oh, that's much better. Let's go. It's a shame when it's windy like that, because we obviously want to stay up the top and enjoy the views, but it's just so cold in the wind. The visibility is really good today though, so I'm really happy about that. But I think I'm just going to end the video here. We just head back down the exact same way, so it'll probably take us about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It took about 2 hours to come up, so downhill is always easier. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time for another adventure.